Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go missing? Her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Stidham on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Stidham. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Allen. His throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Stidham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stidham will hand here to Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Stidham. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So following the sack, Stidham and the Patriots now looking up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 2nd down now. Rush. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was brought down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage. And
that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct. but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills, nothing.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the screen. 58, come on. 58, come on. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On second down, here's Stidham. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and 6.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught at the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
On the ground is Michelle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now Michelle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Vincent Smith on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time Stidham will throw. On the left side, a catch by White. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Stidham from the shotgun. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54. 56, 56. Push him back. Push him back. He's coming.
Allen will try again on second down. He finds Corey Davis. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 24-yard line.
Final play of the half, it's Stidham. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
It's 29-yard line.
Again, it's Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down. It's Hines, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Ultimately derailed.
Wanted to be in, coming out to looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And it's Michel once again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Stidham. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
58, right on
2nd down, Stidham to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's second and inches.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The end of the third quarter.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The Bills on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Allen. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the Patriots' 18-yard line.
From the gun, Allen eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but now it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bills on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Allen. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Taking it about the 36. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
And it's 3 and out.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
It's a turnover on down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give right side. Rush. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Stephon Diggs.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Smith catches left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To number 8,
Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
The Bills.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Again, it's Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're permanent. 6 focus. 58. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. I'm here all day.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for New England, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track